What is truth? What is untruth? It's not in the way that you speak, it's in the way that you hold a life within you. Whether you are a crippling bomb or a big human or a buffalo, when the sun comes up, it lights up everything. Now, if you open your eyes, you can see the light. So, the basic nature of life is all inclusive in nature. So, if you are in inclusive with the life, with the nature, you see the truth. When you see the truth, that is the end of all the suffering. Now, what does that mean? It's basically like knowing psychology, like the psychology and spirituality, or science versus the spirituality. What I meant is that, so psychology is like, where does his eyes go, where does his nose go, what way his body language speaks. You are like dividing them, cutting them. Maybe at that moment they may be lying, but if you want to know the person as a whole, you need to accept the person as a whole. Every human has a bad side and a good side, but if once you accept the person who is right in front of you as a whole, then you will see their true nature. That is the difference between a science and the other aspect. Science is like cutting. Suppose we see in a lab that in the frogs, we cut frog and we open their heart, their lungs, their pancreas. Oh, this is how their heart is like. Oh, this is how their lungs is like. Oh, this is, by cutting down, you never tend to know the frog as whole. If you want to know the frog as a whole, you need to see the frog as a life itself. Suppose if I cut you down, if I cut you into pieces and open your heart, open your lungs, open your pancreas and kidneys, oh, this is how your heart is like, oh, this is how your lungs is like, oh, this is how that is like. Am I able to understand you? So if I want to understand you, I need to accept you as a whole. Then I'll know you. So that is the difference between science and the truth, psychology and the truth.